William I of England, the conqueror who shaped Britain. Early life and rise to power. William I, commonly known as William the Conqueror, was born in 1028 in Falaise, Normandy, modern-day France. He was the illegitimate son of Duke Robert I of Normandy and a tanner's daughter, Herleva. Because of his illegitimate birth, he was often called William the Bastard by his enemies. In 1035, at just 7 or 8 years old, William became Duke of Normandy after his father died during a pilgrimage. His early years as Duke were filled with political instability, as Norman nobles constantly rebelled against his rule. However, with the support of King Henry I of France, William successfully secured his position by defeating his rivals at the Battle of Hastings, 1047. Hachette claimed to the English throne in the Norman invasion. William's claim to the English throne was based on his alleged relationship with King Edward the Confessor. Edward, who had no direct heir, had supposedly promised William the throne. However, when Edward died in January 1066, the English nobles chose Harold Godwinson, one of the most powerful Anglo-Saxon lords, as king. Determined to claim what he believed was rightfully his, William assembled an army of around 7,000 soldiers, knights, and mercenaries and launched an invasion of England in September 1066. The Battle of Hastings, 1066. On October 14, 1066, William's forces faced King Harold's army at the Battle of Hastings. The battle lasted all day, with the Normans using tactical feigned retreats to break the Anglo-Saxon shield wall. Harold was ultimately killed. Legend says he was shot in the eye with an arrow. With Harold dead and his army defeated, William marched toward London, forcing the English nobles to submit. On Christmas Day, 1066, William was crowned King of England at Westminster Abbey, marking the beginning of Norman rule in England. Reign as King of England, 1066 to 1087. #. Despite his victory, William faced numerous revolts from Anglo-Saxon nobles, especially in the north of England. His response was brutal. He launched the Harrying of the North, 1069 to 1070, a campaign that devastated northern England, killing thousands and burning villages to the ground. To maintain control, William built castles across England, including the Tower of London and many others, replaced Anglo-Saxon lords with loyal Norman barons, implemented the feudal system, ensuring loyalty by granting land to his supporters. The Domesday Book, 1086. One of William's greatest achievements was commissioning the Domesday Book, 1086, a detailed survey of England's lands, people, and wealth. It was used for taxation and governance, making it one of the most remarkable administrative projects in medieval Europe. Death and legacy. In 1087, William was injured during a campaign in northern France. He died on September 9, 1087, in Rouen, Normandy. His burial was poorly handled. His body was too large for the coffin, and during the ceremony, his bloated corpse reportedly burst open, releasing a terrible smell. Legacy. End of Anglo-Saxon rule. William's conquest marked the end of the Anglo-Saxon era and introduced Norman rule. Changes to language and culture. Norman French influenced the English language, creating a mix of Anglo-Saxon and Latin-based words. Architectural revolution. He built castles, churches, and cathedrals in the Romanesque style, transforming England's landscape. Strengthening the monarchy. His centralized rule set the foundation for the powerful English monarchy. Today, William the Conqueror remains one of the most influential figures in British history, remembered for his military genius, administrative reforms, and the Norman legacy that shaped medieval England.